So yesterday there was distribution of Nobel Prize for physics, and three people got that prize. Half of which was shared by Roger Penrose, and the 1/4 and 1/4 part was shared by Genzel and Guess, saying their name for short. So why did they got the prize? It's of great concern. Let me start with Roger Penrose, which is my personal favorite one. So why he got it? Actually, he got it for proving the existence of the formation of a black hole. So just after 10 years of Einstein's death, he put forwarded a paper which is actually 60 years or 60 or 70 years after the general theory of relativity was first introduced. So what did Roger said in his paper is that black holes are inevitable consequence of general theory of relativity, and he just did the maths. He just put everything accordingly, and he said that you cannot ignore the existence of black hole if you believe in general theory of relativity. The book did not get any attention in in a real sense, that was not nominated for any Nobel Prize there, because Nobel Prize is not given for a theoretical work. That is the same reason Stephen Hawking did not get the Nobel Prize. He did an amazing job, but he did not get the prize. So but last year you may know that black hole image was taken. So black hole kind of became a real thing. For now we do not think that a black hole is a myth. We kind of have a lot of proofs, and I'm actually I would say it after some time. Let me have a pause for it. So let have a mum for it. So yeah, so he just put forward the paper, and that really proved the existence of black hole if general theory of relativity is true. And general theory of relativity is actually true after the LIGO experiment. So that he should be getting the prize much before, but fine. Actually, he got it. That's of a great deal. The another two, Genzel and the women guess. I don't know her name. I'm saying her name for short. So, what did both of them got? Actually, when black hole was first introduced, like there can be something like black hole by a scientist. I don't know the name, but it was in 18th century. So John something. So he just said that black holes are some massive objects from where light cannot escape and all the stuff. So actually, when he just introduced the concept of black hole, then only he said that black holes are non-luminous. You cannot detect them directly, but you can detect them indirectly, as there are a lot of things which are luminous in our universe. Let's say star, and if there's something supermassive, then stars may revolve around it, and it's a a small kid can even conclude it. So the very thing was experimented for 16 years by both of the scientists, the male and the female. So they just took the data of lots of stars, but only one star which was kind of near to our black hole, or say the massive thing, if you do not put it a black hole now. So one star just took the attention of both of them, because that star was kind of very near to the black hole. So actually, they waited, they just took the data for 16 years. They they noticed that not only for that star, there are lots of stars which was whose data was taken. So let me come back to the thing that I was saying. So yeah, so the graph was like that. The star's path, when it comes near to the black hole, its velocity suddenly increases. So, and it's a basic. So if you have gravitational massive objects, and something is revolving around it, it can be elliptic. The star which was concerned was moving in a spherical elliptical path. So it has an apogee and perigee. So when it comes to its closest point, it is so that at that time the star's velocity suddenly increases, and the star took almost 16 years to revolve around that center thing. And that can only conclude that there is something very supermassive, very supermassive. And not only for that star, there are lots of stars were revolving around it, and they took an precisely experimental data for it. And if you just say that the work is so basic that the data was taken and then but it was a real great experiment. So I think it's this year's Nobel Prize distribution really impressed me. As last and the day and not last did not. It was for the something for medicines and all. I don't know. So yeah, astrophysics is growing, and yeah.